Hello Internetians, my name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, and I'm the coach of your New York Metagross. And it is time for our first team builder for the MLP Season 4. Your New York Metagross 0-0 are facing off against the Beijing Drapions and Coach Mace Master. I did mention him in my draft analysis video. He is a phenomenal ladder player. He made top 10 of RU. He is just a very, very good player in general. Someone I'm kind of afraid of. So, yeah. He has drafted a pretty threatening team, which I will let appear below me. Now, round 1, he drafted Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu is a grass fairy type that creates grassy terrain when it comes in. It gets, it's a very physically bulky and offensive kind of mon. It does have some special bulk, something I'm kind of afraid of. Usually run, so far it's shown to run like offensive, like Choice Band, like Life Orb. So keeping that in mind. Magnezone, a Steel Trapper. Things are the bane of my existence sometimes. Able to trap my Empoleon and my Silvally if I do choose to run Silvally Steel. Very strong with Life Orb, with Choice Specs. Can be pretty fast with, or decently fast with Choice Scarf. Gotta watch out for it. Here's a Slowking, a very bulky mon, especially on the special side. Can set up nasty plots, can run Trick Room Life Orb, can run Assault Vest, can run Calm Mind, can do many things with its amazing coverage and amazing move pool as a Slack Off and Regenerator, making it more hard, or even harder to kill. He has a Vikavolt. Very slow, but very strong electric bug type. Has decent coverage, is a good Volt Switch pair with Magnezone and some of his other mons, which there are none. Those are his only Volt Switchers, I think. Still dying. So, there's that. Recording this the same day as my draft analysis video. Very hard to switch into, although very easy to revenge kill due to its low speed. He has a Rampardo. Speaking of slow but strong, highest attack stat in the game, very low speed, impossible to switch into without the right mons. I do expect, if that thing comes, which it can, I expect a Life Orb Breaker, which is going to be very scary to deal with. I have to keep my eye out for that. He has a Kecleon, something that usually, a Protean mon that can run Life Orb, can run Assault Vest, has access to Stealth Rock, has access to Priority and Shadow Sneak and Sucker Punch. Very low speed, but with Protean it can actually be a little bit of a wall breaker. It tends to run mixed in NU, which is something to keep in mind. So congested, feel like dying. This is the guy that stole Mega Aerodactyl from me. Mega Aerodactyl with its Tough Claws boosted 100 and I think 35 base attack stat is something to be afraid of. Its bulk gets boosted, it has amazing, phenomenal 150 base speed. Good lord. But I think we're going to be able to handle it pretty well. It is very strong, very fast, hard to switch into at times, and sometimes hard to break. But you'll see we plan accordingly to that. He has a Palossand. Kind of hard to really see what this thing does. I've yet to really see them in competitive. But it does have the ability Water Compaction, which is a water type immunity, and I believe raises its... Not sure. I'm not sure if it's Spadef or defense or special attack. It raises something that I can use. It's a ground ghost type. It has good bulk, it has reliable recovery, it's very slow, etc. More physically bulky than specially bulky. So, he is a Golisopod. Very slow, but very strong and bulky. Water bug type, has the move First Impression, which on the first turn that it is out, it can fire off this move called First Impression. It has +2 priority, 90 base power bug type move that I do expect him to bring. Golisopod is pretty hard to switch into, but I have planned accordingly to it. Aromatisse. Very bulky. Fairy type, very slow, tends to be a Trick Room setter, tends to be a Wish Passer, tends to be just a general annoyance in RU. Good fairy type. Expect him to bring it because my Mega Absol kills him otherwise. And finally, he has a Nidoqueen. Used it in the past, very versatile, can run offensive, can run defense, can run special defense, can run physical defense, can run physically offensive, can run especially offensive, can run mixed defenses, can run mixed offenses, can run choice scarf, can run choice band, usually runs life orb, can run black sludge, can run rocky helmet, can run toxic spike, stealth rod. Coverage is insane and it's very annoying. You just gotta make sure you hit it super effective and kill it. There you go. Or, you know, find new underwear. So that is his team. Things I noticed immediately when I started building for this team. His team, other than Mega Aerodactyl, is super slow. Ridiculously slow. It's one of the biggest number 1 to number 2 speed drops I've ever seen. His fastest mod is Mega Aerodactyl, and it drops all the way down to Nidoqueen. So there's that huge speed gap where a lot of my mons sit that I'm going to be taking advantage of. He has a lot of physical bulk. Like, he has Tapu Bulu, which is physically bulky. He has Golisopod, which is physically bulky. He has Nidoqueen, which can be bulky on both. Aromatisse, Slowking, Magnezone. He has a lot of these mons that are just naturally physically bulky, but his special defense leaves more to be desired. Reasons why I kind of see Nidoqueen or Kecleon being Nidoking, Kecleon, and Slowking being more of his special bulk to handle stuff. Something I've really taken into account. I saw something else that I might want to run. Are you going to change a set mid-Teambuilder? I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to think now. That might be actually interesting. Anyway, I still think what we built is pretty awesome. So, on to our team. If you did not watch the draft recap, if you do not know what our team is, our team consists of Clefable, Silvally, Reuniclus, Empoleon, Miltank, Mega Absol, Piloswine, Tangela, Haunter, Aerodactyl, and Infernape. Moving on. First mon I knew that I had to bring immediately was Mega Absol. This thing obliterates his team, and this is the mon I was talking about. Kind of want to now think if I can change it to specially offensive with Dark Pulse, but you don't get Flash Cannon, so no. Alright, cool. So we are running Knockoff, Iron Tail, Sucker Punch, and Protect. Now, Megas did get buffed, so you get your speed immediately. So Mega Diancie doesn't have to run Protect, Beedrill doesn't have to run Protect. So you might be wondering why Protect is on there. Protect is for Golisopod. I fully expect if I kill something with Mega Absol, him to go straight after Golisopod and click First Impression. I'll click Protect, I'll laugh, and then he'll be like, oh, what do I do now? All I really need for coverage is Knockoff, Iron Tail, and Sucker Punch, because it kills everything. His Dark Resist include Tapu Bulu and Aromatisse, both of which do not want to take an Iron Tail. And I expect him to be very scared of this thing, which he should. This is not spreads that I typically run. You never see me run something like this. But this spread is here for Scarfed Magnezone. I don't want it to come down to Absol versus Magnezone, and Sucker Punch doesn't kill, but Knockoff does. So I have enough speed to outspeed a max speed Choice Scarfed Magnezone. Originally, I had way lower. I think I originally had something like that, which is really nice. But I cannot run that. So, unfortunately, we do have to go with a Jolly nature for our Absol, but still, 150 base attack set, he does not have good switch-ins. The next mon we are bringing is our Zim Reuniclus Assault Vest Regenerator. This helps me take hits from stuff like the Magnezone. This helps me take hits from stuff like Tapu Bulu to an extent. Unless it's Choice Bandit, I can take some hits from Mega Aerodactyl. This is a good switch into Aromatisse, to Nidoqueen. I can take a Crunch no matter what. I can somewhat. This thing is mainly here for Kecleon, for stuff like Slowking and Magnezone. I really needed this just for Magnezone more than anything, because Magnezone is a threat. I did have Tangela here originally, which switched into almost everything, but I have this. I have Psyshock, mainly. When it comes to what stab I wanted, I was kind of torn between Psychic and Psyshock. And it's more of a question is, do I want to hit Golisopod really hard, or do I want to hit Kecleon really hard in case it runs Assault Vest? And I decided I want to hit Kecleon harder, because I do have answers for Golisopod. I would not stay in on Golisopod in general. So, I have Flash Cannon for Aromatisse and Tapu Bulu, as well as Mega Aerodactyl and Rampardos. Steel is really good against him. I have Shadow Ball for the Slow King, for the Palisand. That's it. And then I've Hidden Power Ground for the Magnezone to score a 2 KO, unless it's like Assault Vest. The Bulk lets me take hits from Magnezone and then just maximize defense to hopefully take hits better from that side. And AV Regenerator is just going to put in a lot of work so I can constantly switch in and switch out and keep him healthy. I did have Tangela here originally, like I said, but cannot afford that. The next one we are bringing is our Piloswine, Stealth Rock, Icicle Crush, Ice Shard, Earthquake with this spread. This spread allows me to outspeed his Magnezone if it doesn't have any speed. It also lets me outspeed anything that is trying to speed creep, a no speed Clefable or Empoleon, which is really nice, or a Tangela, because I have a lot of that 60 base speed mark. And he has some mons that might want to speed creep that. As much special defense as I can, and then I wanted more invested in special defense than HP, because my HP is already pretty okay, and the more special defense I have, the more EV Light boosted. I have this here for Vikavolt. Vikavolt is a big threat to my team, my main answers to it. I did have a second answer to it that I wanted to bring, but I'm going to save that for now. It kind of runs rampant through my team, but I expect Life Orb, which is really easy to handle instead of Choice Specs, which they're both easy to handle in one way. Life Orb is less power and I can handle it easier. Choice Spec means he locks himself into something, and he doesn't really want to lock himself into something on my team. If he locks himself into a bug move, Clefable, Empoleon, Aerodactyl, certain Silvally sets, Haunter, Infernape can come out. If he locks himself into an electric move, Piloswine can come out. Other Silvally sets can come out. Tangela can come out. He won't want to lock himself into moves. He will want the versatility of Life Orb. Oh, I've got to go over something on Reuniclus. So, the reason I'm running 0 IVs and speed and a relaxed nature is because I do expect Trick Room to come. I fully expect him to bring Trick Room. Trick Room can do a lot with his team composition against my team, and the only thing that can outspeed me under Trick Room is Aromatisse. Or Speed Tie with Slowking, but Slowking can't touch me anyway. And neither can Aromatisse. So if he happens to run Trick Room and he goes out to his Vigavolt, I can go to my Reuniclus and hopefully pick it off. If he tries to do Trick Room with Rampardos, I can Flash Cannon and just destroy its soul, etc., etc. So that's why I have that. I do not want Trick Room to beat me. We are bringing our Miltank, an interesting Miltank set with no stab. I have Sap Sipper on here to help handle the top of Bulu, because Grassy Terrain Choice Banded boosted Horn Leech is kind of a middle finger to my team. Like, it's kind of crazy, kind of ridiculous. I have enough speed to outspeed. What was I outspeeding? I can't remember what I was outspeeding. God, I'm so good at this game. I was outspeeding a modest Nidoqueen. Max speed, modest Nidoqueen. I don't really expect him to run Timid. He doesn't really have a reason to run Timid. Unless he's afraid of a max speed. No, yeah, he doesn't have a reason to run Timid. Okay, cool. Unless he's Choice Scarfed. But I can outspeed that. I have Earthquake, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch. This coverage, if Miltank was actually really strong, destroyed his team. Tapu Bulu does not want to take a Fire Punch. Magnezone does not want to take an Earthquake. Slowking does not want to take a Thunder Punch. Vikavolt cannot take a... Well, they can all take it because Miltank is weak, but super effectively. Tapu Bulu, Fire Punch. Magnezone, Earthquake. Slowking, Thunder Punch. Vikavolt, Fire Punch. Rampardos, Earthquake. Kecleon, whatever. Mega Aerodactyl, Thunder Punch. Palisand, whatever. Golisopod, Thunder Punch. Aromatisse, whatever, and Nidoqueen, Earthquake. This provides perfect neutral and mostly super effective coverage against his team. I do not really need Body Slam. And I just maximize my defense so I can take hits better from stuff like the Golisopod, from stuff like the Tapu Bulu, etc. And I do outspeed them. I also outspeed an Adamant Tapu Bulu, which I expect him to bring, which is nice. And then I Miltank for recovery. So the next one we are bringing is our Haunter, Life Orb, Modest, enough speed to outspeed a timid Nidoqueen. Sludge Wave, great stab, hits a lot of things on his team. kind of nukes that Aromatisse. I have Shadow Ball, which nukes most of his other team. I have Thunderbolt for stuff like Golisopod, for stuff like Aerodactyl. For some reason, if it's under Trick Room, I don't know. And HP Ground for the Magnezone. I have, and like I said, enough speed for Teambuilder Queen. 88 HP. These means I can live 100% a 0 special attacks Aromatisse's Psychic or Psyshock. 100%. So I can get like 1 free switch into that no matter what. And then Sludge Wave will kill it. Most of the time. And then I just threw the rest into a special attack with a Modest Nature to maximize offensive capabilities. Last but not least, we do have our Infernape, a Life Orb, Nasty Plot Infernape, which is going to kill everything on his team. I'm going to have to weaken the Magnezone. Or I'm going to have to make sure it's not Scarfed. If it's Specs, then I don't need to weaken it. I just need to break it sturdy, potential sturdy. I need to weaken the Aerodactyl a little bit, and then I need to weaken the Aromatisse a little bit. And then this thing is going to destroy his life. I have Fire Blast for stuff like the Magnezone, for the Vikavolt, for potential Kecleon, depending on what it's like, what kind of type it is at the time. Palossand for Golisopod, for Nidoqueen, for Aromatisse. Huge nuke. Vacuum Wave is for a Scarf Magnezone. I do at +2, like 67%. Aerodactyl, I do 49 min. And then I have Grass Knot for stuff like the Slowking and etc. Vacuum Wave also destroys Rampardos at +2, so I won't have to risk potential choice stuff. I have enough speed. Here's that speed tier again that I was thinking about. The question is, can I click that speed tier? I can. I think that's what I'm going to go with. That's the speed tier I need to outspeed a Scarfed Vikavolt, should he bring that. I mean, I don't really need bulk on Infernape anyway, so I have enough speed for that. Originally, it was Teambuilder Queen. I keep my HP at this level because then I take as little recoil as possible from Life Orb and the rest of Spadef, because why not? And then maximize my special attack with a Modest Nature. This is my late game sweeper. This can just destroy everything on his team. I love Nasty Plot Infernape, and hope it's going to put in some work. So with that is our team builder for week 1 of the MLP Season 4. Root for our New York Metagross, and tomorrow we will have our battle. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.